This week on Performance TV, we're giving power to our toolbox and creeping on the gravel. And later on, Joe learns about some great tools, and Kathy zips up a Bronco. Next on Performance TV, presented by Top Coat.
Welcome to this week's Performance TV presented by Top Coat. When you need power out in the field, boy, we've got something here for you today. And Morgan here with this CIC Power Box. Morgan, you know, so many guys and gals going out in the field, they use their trucks, they need power, they need air, but it's taking up the entire back end of their truck. You guys have a solution.
We believe so. So, Kathy, essentially what we've done is we have incorporated all of your air, electric, and jump start capability needs into the convenience of your toolbox.
So we're not going to be hauling around, you know, a generator and the extra fuel for it, which takes up all the, you know, back end of our truck. You've got it all contained right here. Now, what kind of power are we going to be able to get out of the CIC Power Box?
So all of the standard CIC Power Box products provide 2,000 continuous watts of AC power with a 4,000 watt peak. 4 CFM air compression system built in with a 3-gallon air reserve and 125 PSI output. Okay. As well as a 2100 cold cranking amp jump start capability for all of your heavy machinery.
Wow. Now, where does it originally get its power from?
It's actually all self-contained. As you can see right now, this box is on. We're not hooked up to anything, but it does actually get its reserve power from your vehicle as it runs. Okay. It stores it, and then it provides it back to you whenever your vehicle is not running.
Now, you guys do have several different models. Of course, we're just talking about the ones that we see in front of us here today. How many hours can we expect out of your CIC Power Box?
Well, Kathy, it's all going to depend on exactly what applications you're using, but primarily what you're looking at is 3 different battery capabilities that we provide in our standard models, which is a 4, 6, and 8-hour battery capability system.
Wow. So you're going to be able to do all kinds of stuff with this. Let's say, for an example, you do have an issue with your own vehicle. What if you need to jumpstart your own vehicle? Do you have to, like, undo this or whatever?
You used to, but not anymore. Now we've actually incorporated a single switch that's right there on the bottom of the switch panel. Okay. You simply press that. You don't even have to pop the hood of your vehicle anymore. It'll simply reroute the power that's reserved in your toolbox back to your vehicle, and you can jumpstart your truck.
When you mentioned everything being, you know, self-contained with the air, so what are we going to be able to run with this?
Oh, many different kinds of applications. We're talking about pneumatic jacks, half-inch impacts, pneumatic grinders, pneumatic drills. You can air up large track excavator tires and all different kinds of applications.
The boxes that we see here today are the weather guard boxes. Now, these are some really sturdy boxes.
We're very proud of this, actually. Yes, we've recently been endorsed by WeatherGuard, and they make phenomenal products as well as we think we do. And that's why I think that we finally came to fruition on bringing our products together to be able to provide the absolute best of both worlds to our customers.
And the ones we're seeing here today with the different finishes, the black, obviously the regular diamond plate we have, and then the nice rougher finish over here. But you guys have also changed the stuff where you can just throw things in here. It's not just the box itself. You can still use it as a toolbox, and we're not going to have to worry about denting the bottom.
Absolutely. Not only is it your air, electric, jumpstart capability requiring no fuel, no oil, having no emissions, and being totally green, aside from that, you still have 7 cubic feet of storage space, and this is just the standard model. We even provide super deep models that provide 9 cubic feet of storage space, and being in such a sturdy box, your security is paramount. Nobody's going to take this from you.
Oh, we like to hear that. So we have our 12 volt that we can use. What about starting, you know, big equipment? Can we do that as well? Because they take a lot of power.
We've tried to put it all in one box. Currently, we have actually this year revealed for the first time our 12 and 24 volt CIC Power Box to be able to use on all construction sites across the nation.
So whether we have a tire that we need to air up, whether we need to jumpstart some big bulldozer or whatever it may be, there's just a simple switch that we use to go from the 12 to 24?
Simple key fob, turn of a key, and the job is done.
What about some of the other units that we've seen? We've got these here today. They're going to fit great into the back of pickup trucks. But you guys, this isn't the only thing that you offer.
No. In fact, we offer standard, what we like to call the standard crossover models, super deep models, but we also offer chest style models and even go boxes, which is a small mobile unit that can go on the back of ATVs, go on boats, go on the back of a car. All different kinds of applications, and every single day our customers are finding new things to do with our products that we haven't even thought of yet.
You know, and just like with some of the smaller boxes or whatever, if you happen to have an issue at home and you need power's out or whatever, you can use your CIC Power Box. Find out more about all of their different models by hopping on their website, CIC, 'cause I can. We'll have more of Performance TV presented by Top Coat right after this.
Performance TV, presented by Top Coat, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. Red Baron Tools, keeping your tools organized, easy to see, easy to reach. Fire Pump Diesel, all your performance diesel needs. And by Top Coat, the best coatings in the world.
Welcome back to Performance TV, presented by Top Coat. One of the coolest, most versatile products we've had a chance to learn about here on Performance TV has been the Magic Creeper. And Brittany, it's a people creeper, it's a parts creeper. I mean, you can just use all kinds of things on this, but you guys have added something else to your line, and that is a whole emergency kit.
Yes, Kathy. So the Magic Creeper is a wheelless mechanics creeper, and what we've done is we've added the creeper to your standard emergency kit so that you can put it in your car, truck, motorhome, take it with you in the case of an emergency.
You know, and if you want, you can get the kit. Say you already have a Magic Creeper and you just want to get the kit, you can do that. You've set it up a couple of different ways. You just want to get the bag for the kit. But it's really cool to have one of these in all of your vehicles because they're extremely lightweight. And if you need to use them alongside of the road or whatever, hey, it's going to protect you getting on the ground.
That's right, and it works on any surface, Kathy. So if you're in the dirt, gravel, grass, anywhere except underwater.
Anywhere, but if you do get this wet or something happens or you might get some oil on it or whatever, how do you clean this?
So it has a protective outer coating, so it's oil and water resistant. So if you do get a little bit of oil on it, some simple green or degreaser works great to clean it up.
Perfect, but we talk about moving people around. How about moving very heavy parts? And this is probably over, 300 pounds, but I bet you're going to be able to move that right along, Brittany.
Let's give it a shot.
All right, show us how it's done. And whether you need to put something in the back of a vehicle or you've got whatever, you can just move it right along. That simple with the Magic Creeper. But what's it like to be outside in the gravel or whatever and get under a vehicle? Well, Joe's going to show us how.
So we're stuck on the side of the road and it's raining and also very cold. Fortunately, we've got the Magic Creeper. We're going to be able to get under our vehicle and check out what's going on. Plus, we've got the great safety kit so that we can take care of any challenge that hits us on the side of the road. Now, one thing that's very important is to keep this rolled up. That keeps it flat so you can roll it out just like this. And what you're going to want to do is just sit right on the edge. And this will keep you clean because you don't move. The Creeper moves. Now I'm under here just like that, and I can go left and I can go right and easily move around, whereas if I had a regular creeper, there's no way I'm getting under this vehicle. That's what makes it better. It's easy to clean. If you get oil on it, you can use degreaser. It is actually a very cool product, and the fact that I can get way under here is also very good. It's as simple as that. I love the product. I love what it does. And if you love it too, check out MagicCreeper.com.
Time now for Top Coat's tips and techniques.
Top Coat does so many things so great. We've done a lot of exterior footage, but let's do some interior shots now because it's just as great on the interior of cars. I love using it on the dash. It makes it brand new. It does not artificially shine it. It just is incredible because nothing sticks to it. And you get that really great brand new car finish. Whether it's that dash, your touch screen, all your controls here. So watch this. I'm even doing that touch screen area to reduce the fingerprint, so forth. All this intricate area here, the buttons, you name it. And you just keep on going. And so it really brings it back to life. Not only that, but areas like this, this car has not been treated, but here's the beautiful part. Top Coat will prevent dirt and buildup like this from happening in the first place. So let's move on to this door. Again, The beauty of this product is because it's so versatile, whether it's fabrics, whether it's plastic, vinyl, it doesn't matter, even glass. Okay, you just spray every single surface. Take your first towel, do your buff, and look at these results. I mean, it's just popping right out. And it's literally that simple. I'm gonna jump to seats next. So as I mentioned, seats also, you know, with the Top Coat F11, I've done this entire section of this car. It's a 5-year-old car, it's never been coated before, and it looks brand new. So watch this, I'm gonna spray down the seat. You can literally spray it right on the seat, or you can put it in your towel, and you can buff it in as well. You know, either way is fine, but the great part is, it's gonna help restore it, it's gonna protect it, and it's gonna bring it back afterwards. And then it's literally moving on. You just keep on working with it. Now, granted, you know, like I said, 5 years old, there's maybe some marks in this that were already previously there. Yeah, it's turned out really nice. To learn more, go to topcoat.tv.
We'll be back with more Performance TV presented by Top Coat after this.
Performance TV coming from Borla Commerce Park.
Welcome back to Performance TV, presented by Top Coat. One of the cornerstones of this whole automobile industry that we love so much is great tools, and tools that last. Jim is in from Koken USA. Rob sells tools, and we're going to learn a little bit more about this company. Jim, what is Koken?
Well, the founder of Koken actually worked for Henry Ford in 1926 and started Koken in 46. We're a manufacturer of tools. We control our own manufacturing process with a completely vertically integrated system.
Now I see we have a lot of tools on the bench. What are we going to learn about here today?
Well, I think the beginning is really the fact that we are a manufacturer, and to drive that home, here's an example of our manufacturing process. We start with a solid piece of material, we machine it to the specific size, we cold forge it, which is the best way of making a socket as opposed to hot forging or broaching. Then we do the turning process, and we heat treat it ourselves, so we control our own heat treating, and then we do the final surface finish.
So that is a well-made tool. And Jim, this is a big company.
Yeah. Worldwide, our business is about 50% manufacturing and 50% hand tools to the professional mechanic. In the U.S., we're selling to all the automotive manufacturers, Nissan, Ford, Toyota, Honda, and we're doing very well. To help us in the hand tool market, we just have a new patent I'd like to go over.
Cool.
Okay, it's called the Z Series. A standard socket has a radius ball retainer. And when you attach it to the ratchet, you'll see there's quite a bit of play there. See that play?
I know that play.
Right, so with the Z Series, we have a cam. And when you attach it to the ratchet, the radius of the cam pushes the ball up against the vertical wall, and virtually eliminating any play. So that gives us a very tight fit of the socket onto the ratchet.
And that's going to help when you're working on your car. You don't have all that extra slop in the ratchet, and you can be more efficient.
Correct. And also smaller and lower profile.
And Rob, you're a tool truck guy. You're out there pounding the pavement, selling to professionals. What is the reaction?
The reaction is when you get these very thin wall sockets that are shorter, they're a centimeter shorter, they're a millimeter thinner on the wall. It affords you the room to get into the new cars. Everything is aluminum fasteners, magnesium blocks, very small 5 and 6 millimeter screws, and you need the tight spaces to be able to even get the components, the alternators, the water pumps in and out of the car, and the size of these tools gets that done.
I can see the sockets are cool. How about these ratchets?
These ratchets are great too. They have very thin heads, low tension on the springs, so that a lot of times when you're trying to start a fastener in a location you can't get to, the fastener will go back and forth, or you'll jiggle the socket on top of the fastener and never really get a click. With these heads, they're very low profile and very low tension on them, so that you can start even the softest screw.
Oh, I got to try that. Hand me that socket.
Sure.
That slop in the socket is something that, you know, everybody fights. You've all been there. Wow, that is tight. Doesn't even move.
Yeah, snug.
Very snug.
And a very narrow head.
Exactly. I can see this fitting into a lot of places. So what else out there is popular and people like?
So not only do they have those thin wall, short, stubby ones, but they also have these nut grip sockets right here. These are super big time savers. How many times are you dropping a fastener in a place and now you got to hunt to find it?
Oh man, all the time.
They make every kind of combination of those: long, deep, short, flexible.
That is cool, just enough to hold it in there, but not a magnet, right? That's
It's a retaining ring, and the retaining ring means that you could throw the thing in the parts washer, it never disassembles, and then you don't ever have to worry about a magnet breaking and falling out because magnets are brittle naturally. So the life of that snap ring is indefinite.
That is a really cool innovation.
And they come in many different sizes. They also offer in-hex.
Same principle, but for an Allen head.
Yeah. And they're 3/8 drive, so you'll want to get the 3/8 ratchet if you pull one off of that.
Very cool. Now this is the whole principle of it. You want to be chasing parts, pieces, bolts, fasteners out there across the garage floor or across the shop floor.
Yeah, now hold that upside down. Can you imagine dropping that in an intake manifold?
No.
It wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah.
Now you got to take the whole thing apart.
Wow, excellent job. I can imagine this will save a lot of time and even more so, a lot of frustration.
Right. And when you're in the business of making money fixing cars, time is money. So everything is always geared towards how can I do this right the first time and have no comebacks.
So cool. So Jim, what's your next step in your business development?
Well, we need more Robs. Rob has been a very successful mobile dealer for us in Southern California, and we're hoping that we can attract more mobile dealers to the professional tool market with working today here at Performance TV.
So you guys are looking for more truck guys out there.
Yep. You know, the problem we have is guys want to buy our product all over the country, but you know, they need a local person to come in and explain it and help them understand the value of Coke, and that's what Rob does so well.
And that's why you're here. For more information, grab their website. They've got a great product. That is a fact. We'll be back with more Performance TV presented by Top Coat after this.
TV, presented by Top Coat, is brought to you by Stage 8 Fasteners, home of the world's best locking header bolt. Locking kits now available for all turbo applications. Go to stage8.com. Borla, the world's most winning exhaust. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. And by Steel Rubber Products, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping.
Foggy headlights can really affect the look of your car or truck, and it's a safety issue. So today, we're going to clean these up with a little restoration. So this headlight restoration was actually pretty easy. It just takes some time and some elbow grease. First, we clean the headlight, and you want to get it as clean as possible. That is your work area. You want to do a good job. Then we masked it off. You got to do a good job to protect your car. You're not doing this for no reason. You want it to look good, so you got to protect the paint. Then we sanded it with a coarse grit sandpaper that is provided. Pretty interesting to see how that all worked out. Then kind of clean again and go at it with a finer sandpaper. And the fine sandpaper really starts to show your progress. Then you remove the masking tape and you clean it up, and this final coat, it's actually 2 coats, and you got to make sure to touch up the final coat, and you end up with a headlight that looks like this. Pretty great job considering something you can do at home. Why not do this? I can't think of a reason. It's affordable, it's easy, and it makes your car look a lot better. Safer too.
You know, a Bronco like this, getting out on the trails, some savage fun. But how do you get the Bronco to be like this with all of the different parts, to go out and have the fun? That's why we have Mitch here with us from Wild Horse Motorsports. You guys have been in business since 1989, and you know all about what the Bronco folks want.
Oh, yeah. So we have been in business since 1989. Basically, the story of us is my dad started in 1989 basically parting out Broncos from a one-car garage. And since that time, after seeing the demand for Bronco parts, he basically dove headfirst into learning, designing, and providing all of the parts for these Broncos. So from that one-car garage, we have grown to fill a 40,000 square foot lot, basically filled with nothing but Bronco parts. We've been doing this for 30 years. We have 6 tech guys that can answer any questions you have about these Broncos. We know just about every bolt on this thing.
Yeah, and then some. You know, and as we look at the Bronco that you brought in for us today, you know, anything you could possibly think of. And the first thing that stands out, obviously, is the suspension that you guys have done. I mean, that's a really nice 3-inch lift.
Oh yeah, so we've got the 3-inch body lift. We're running our 5.5-inch suspension with 39.5-inch tires. And so it tears up the trails.
You know, and it's not just all of the things that really make it go out and be the workhorse and the fun workhorse that it can be, but you guys also do some cool things to, like bling it up a little bit, like we have the dash here. Give us an idea of some of the things that you guys offer that we're seeing on the dash.
Right, so this is a display that we did for a show recently, and basically we've always been innovative in what we wanted to show people, what we've wanted to give them as far as an option. So we make a lot of our own custom, like she said, bling for these Broncos. So we've got custom billet dashes, we've got billet knobs, and it doesn't end there. Like I said, this is kind of a more standard way to do it.
Sure.
But we can go, all out, and
you can be as simple or as crazy as you want to be. I mean, because you're constantly coming up with things so people can make their Broncos their own and really enjoy them when they're out on the trails. And we want to, look at some things for safety as well. And that's something else that you've brought for us too, Mitch, and that would be our roll bar padding. And this is something that looks like it's really simple to put on.
Oh, most definitely. The black is our basic, entry level, our most popular seller. But if you're trying to match an interior, basically what we could have you do is first
send in
off,
a piece.
Exactly.
And color code it. What I like about it is it's really simple to put on. And what do you say we go over and do that with our Bronco?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Well, Mitch, we're over here at the Bronco. We already have some of the pieces installed, but what's really cool about your product, it can also clean up the look of your vehicle. You've got some wires or hoses or whatever.
Right, so dome lights, speakers, it covers all of that. And what makes these such a great product is the components of it. So we use a super durable foam. It can basically last up to 20 years and beyond, depending on the conditions that you put it through. We use a number 10 YKK zipper to resist all the dust and grime. And then the denim-backed vinyl, it's basically soft top material, so it can stand anything outdoors.
Now all I have to do is do the zipper, and this is just awesome. Between the suspension, the stuff that you have for the interior, of course our pieces here, if you want to find out more about what they have, go to their website at wildhorses4x4.com. And if you have a product that you would like to see featured on Performance TV, just shoot an email to sponsors@masterstv.com. We'll have more Performance TV next week, presented by Top Coat.